हेलो फ्रेंड्स, कुल गुरु की कक्षा में आप सभी का स्वागत है। तो आज हम लोग चैप्टर 2 सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स के कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट डायग्राम्स देखने वाले हैं, जो कि एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो इससे पहले वाले वीडियो में मैंने इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म्स करके एक वीडियो बनाया था। जिन्होंने नहीं देखा है वो प्लीज़ जाके एक बार देख लें। तो हम लोग का सबसे पहला डायग्राम है LS of a complete flower. We know that the color part, this color part of a flower is known as our petals. The male reproductive unit, we know that the male reproductive unit is actually consist of two parts. So the very first part is our anther. So what's the definition of anther here? Anther is actually a terminal bilobed structure. It have the bilobed structure and hence it's known as an anther. And now the second part is a filament. It is a long, this one is totally a long and a cylindrical stalk called as filament. Now these anther and the filament is again known as stamen. That is the male reproductive part of a flower. Now we will move towards the female reproductive part. So the female, the very first one is this one, where these anther or the pollen is usually goes and fertilizes the egg or the ovules. So this region is known as a stigma. And this region is known as a style. Now the last region is our ovary. Ovary, where the ovules used to get developed inside it. Now this female reproductive part can also be known as pistil. Here male reproductive part is known as stamen, where the female is known as a pistil. Again stamen has anther and filament, and pistil has your stigma, style and ovary. Now we know that inside the ovary we will see lots of ovules present there. Ovules. Now this region is known as our thalamus. THALAMUS, thalamus. Now this green part of a flower is known as a sepal. Friend, do not get confused that the color part of a flower is known as a petal, whereas the green part is known as a sepal. And now the last one is our pedicle. This is our pedicle, where the flower gets supports. So this was our first diagram. The second diagram, we know that the male reproductive part of a flowering plant is a stamen. So stamen consists of a two part, that is the very first one is anther and the second one is filament. And now I will tell you that this region of anther, the transverse section of a mature anther, I will discuss with you on the next diagram. In the third diagram, we will see the TS of a mature anther. So, the very first, the outer layer of the anther is known as epidermis. And now, inside the epidermis, we will find endothecium. Now, these regions are known as a middle layer. Middle layers. This structure is our tapetum. This structure is our connective, whereas the last one is the sporogenous tissue. It's a tissue. Sporogenous tissue. So this is the TS of a mature anther. In this diagram, we will be looking towards the sectional view of a pollen grain, the single pollen grain. So the very first, the outer layer of a pollen grain is known as exine. It is also considered as a protective layer. Now inside the exine we will see it's an intine layer. This layer is our intine, and inside the intine we will see that the cell is divided into two parts. The very first part is our vegetative cell. Vegetative cell. This region is vegetative cell. And now the next region is our generative cell. Generative cell. So this is the diagram of a sectional view of a single pollen grain. In this diagram we will look a type of a ovule, and it is an anatropous type of a ovule. So we know that the ovule is attached to the placenta by a short stalk. This is a stalk which is called as funicles. Funicles. And now these funicles, the junction between the funicles and the ovule is called hilum, and this region is our hilum. And now the mass of a cell grows and forms the nucleus, and this is our nucleus. And now this nucleus is surrounded by two protective layers, and the outer layer, this outer layer is known as outer integument. Outer integument. And the inner layer of the nucleus, that is protective one, is known as the inner integument. Except at the tip, opening a small area, and this area is known as micropyle. This outer integument and the inner integument do not meet at each other, and hence this region is actually empty region, or it leaves, and hence it is known as a micropyle. This basal part of a ovule is called a chalaza. Chalaza. It's a basal part of the ovule, and it lies just opposite to the micropyle. We know that the micropyle just lies opposite towards the chalaza. Inside the nucleus, we will see that embryo sac gets developed. Now, inside the embryo, we will see the antipodal cells are there. The above two part is our antipodal cells, and these are our synergids or synergids. Now, between these antipoda and synergids, there are two polar nuclei. So these two cells are the polar nuclei of this embryo. Now this is our female gamete. So friends, this diagram is of anatropous ovule. In this diagram, we will look the VS of a maize grain. So we know that the wall of a grain is known as a pericarp, and the seed coat, when these fuse together, they form the husk, and just below the husk a layer of a cell is found. So this layer of a cell is called aileron layer. Aileron layer. This aileron layer actually stores your proteins, and now inside the aileron layer we will see a large massive area, and this area is known as endosperm. Endosperm, which actually stores starch. So here we know that the aileron layer actually stores protein, and this endosperm stores starch. Now this is our single cotyledon, and hence it is called a scutellum. Scutellum. And now the region of this embryo axis that points downward towards the attachment of these cotyledon and hence is called radicle. And again this radicle is attached towards a protective sheet, or it is covered by a protective sheet called coleorrhiza. इट्स कोलियोरहिजा. सो रेडिकल का जो प्रोटेक्टिव लेयर है उसको कोलियोरहिजा कहते हैं. एंड नाउ द रीजन ऑफ ए एम्ब्रियल एक्सिस that points upwards. It's an embryo axis that points upwards and the downward is your radicle. So the upward is your plumule. It's a plumule. And hence it is again, this plumule is again covered by a foliaceous sheet and hence it is called, this sheet is called coleoptile sheet. So the embryal axis that points upward, this one is your upward and hence it is known as a plumule, and this plumule is covered by a foliaceous sheet. This is a foliaceous sheet and hence it is called a coleoptile. So now the embryal axis that is points down is known as a radicle, and now this radicle is covered by a protective sheet and that is called a coleorrhiza. So friend, this was the diagram of a maize grain. So the next diagram is of apple fruit. So now we know that the edible part of a fruit is known as thalamus. Whereas inside the thalamus, this region is known as our epicarp. Inside the epicarp, this region, inside the epicarp, this totally region is of mesocarp. And again inside the mesocarp, this area or this region is of our endocarp. Simply, the outer layer is your epicarp, the middle layer is your mesocarp, and inside the inner one is our endocarp. And inside the endocarp we will see the seeds used to get developed. And hence this is the diagram of a apple fruit. So it was a nice diagram friends. अगर वीडियो अच्छा लगा हो तो प्लीज़ लाइक सब्सक्राइब